Hey everyone! Today I wanted to talk about the pros and cons of giving babies or your kids unique names. I grew up with a common name. My name is Sarah, and I think I had at least 3 or 4 Sarahs in my grade at a time. And I went to a really small school. I think we had 800 kids in our school and only 100, maybe 120 or 130 in our graduating class. So we didn't have a ton. And I just had Sarah's all over. And even right now, I have a group of friends, and I think I am the 3rd or 4th Sarah. And that's kind of frustrating. I feel like I was always either Sarah R, Sarah C, or I had to come up with some random nickname that everyone called me. And it wasn't very fun. So that's a very big con for naming someone a common name. Like a pro for a unique name is you will never probably be, you'll be unique. You won't have to share a name with anyone. You won't have to come up with a random nickname or be going by the initial of your last name. You will have your name. And I think that's really neat. I think a con for having a unique name is a lot of people have a hard time spelling or pronouncing it, and that can be frustrating for the child as well as when you're an adult. You're like, this is how I say my name, or this is how I spell it. One of my best friends had a really unique name, and that was always her problem. And she was like, I don't want to name my kid something that's really unique. So I think there's a big balance. I think a pro for a unique name is you get to set your legacy. I think when you name a child a name that's very common, they have to live up to those standards. Let's say Peter, everyone thinks Peter the Bible, or there's so many other Peters, and I think it's an amazing thing to try to be like that person, but being able to set who you are and try to fulfill something amazing and unique by yourself is also really nice. I think a con for a unique name is there's so many ways that you can spell it. It's hard to spell, hard to pronounce. You're always having to say, this is what my name is, this is how I spell it. And people don't like that sometimes. I think that there are so many different pros and cons to having a unique name. I think ultimately the biggest pro is you get to be unique. The biggest con is because you're unique, you have to always be telling people your name, as well as people have a hard time remembering your name. When I walk into a room and I'm like, oh, my name's Sarah, everyone will probably remember my name right off the bat. If my little girl, who has more of a unique name, walks into the room, she has to say her name 2 or 3 times, and they still ask 10 or 15 minutes later, what's your name again? I don't remember. So that's kind of frustrating. It's hard to make yourself remembered if no one can even remember what your name is. So there's a few pros and cons. There's so many more pros and cons on our website, prosthancons.com. I will link in the comments below what our article is on naming your child a unique name. Good luck, and I hope that you're able to decide what you're going to name your children or your child or your dog or whatever you're thinking about naming. I hope you have a good night. See ya. Bye.